well. Kamen Rider fans and Super Sentai fans like myself, it can be difficult sometimes getting some of the collectibles from Japan. Is Bandai America, with the announcement that Kamen Riders come to the U.S., maybe some plans for? Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. We're at the Bandai booth, guys. We're here with Jose, our friend, General Kenobi's Bunker, and...
My name is AJ Velasco. I am the marketing manager here at Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles America, Inc. Super long, right?
Now, Bandai has like an illustrious name and illustrious reputation. What was it like when you came into Bandai and you get to play with all these toys and all these IPs?
You know how many friends are jealous and go, yo, you get a really fun job. And I say, it has its perks and it also, some really hard work into it. It's very much getting associated with the brands, knowing the product, and then at the same time, learning about each product. So it's really easy to accidentally skew and be like, oh, I thought it was this. No, it's actually that. You're like, okay. Learning, noted, jotted.
Well, a follow-up question to that is, you obviously handle many different properties, right? We got one of my favorites here, by the way. If I grab this and run out, don't say anything.
I'm not going to stop you.
But, as you said, right, coming in, what do you feel was the one that you kind of had to get a little bit more, acquainted with, that maybe you weren't so familiar with, like, before actually being at Bandai?
Ooh, that's a really good question, because I think... Even before I had started here, I was already collecting like SH figure arts.
Right.
I was already doing model kits.
Oh, perfect.
Maybe we have some other properties, like we have like Nanoblock. They're not here, but they usually participate.
Right.
I think maybe Tama is one that I want to associate more with. Like I've played with it before, but it took a lot of learning in terms of like some of the products and what else that brand has to offer. But yeah, I'd say Tama for sure is definitely one.
Got it.
One of the big things right now, especially with the revitalization of Japanese Godzilla with Toho and -1 as well. What do you guys have in store for Godzilla going forward?
So for Godzilla, I mean, if you guys haven't seen, we've got a whole booth for it. This is year 2 of this Godzilla booth, and I love it. Like the pillar has like these little slap-on decals that are like, "Watch out, kaiju warning." I'm like,
I saw that.
Can I take this home? For the future of it, I mean, honestly, as long as the King of Monsters has more things for us, we will have more things for the people.
Good.
Honestly, yeah. So more kaiju. We love kaiju stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one is the SH figure arts of this one?
Yes, this is the Monster Arts line for it. And so for this, it is one of our exclusives that does not require a ticket, right? You can actually just wait in line, both here at the Tamashj booth or over at the Godzilla booth. It is also available.
Interesting.
And when you spend like $175 or more, which is like him plus like another small item, you're actually gonna get like this really cool poster, but like a metallic gold variant or something. So this is the one you get from a different purchase, but that one's free. But the other one is when you purchase $175 or more. It looks like this, but special treatment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And one of y'all's other really, really big properties is Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball for
Dragon Ball. And you guys have, it seems like lately, there's been just like a much more focus on it and seeing a lot more figures coming out. What is y'all's plans going forward, Dragon Ball, especially with Daima just sort of ending right there?
Honestly, I don't know for now. And that's not because under my own contract. I honestly, like, Dragon Ball can go in a lot of directions. Right. We read the fans' comments a lot. We know what fans want. And honestly, I make it a point sometimes to be like, you see this comment? Like, look how many people are, like, saying they want this, they want that, they want that. The company itself likes to consider. You guys are the voices. Right. You guys are the ones that kind of help dictate where you guys want to see your stuff, where you want to see your collectibles in the future as well. So, for what I like to say to a lot of people is, even though it's not out yet or whatever is not happening, just scream it out into the universe and let it happen.
I like that.
Because at one point when it does, you're like, it's here. It's here. We got it now.
Yes.
Right? So.
Well, and kind of asking what, fans went forward. And we understand this is Bandai America. But there was an announcement from Toei about a month, maybe or a month and a half ago, that they're going to be, actually maybe a couple weeks ago, they were bringing Kamen Rider to the U.S.
So start me on Kamen Rider.
Now, Kamen Rider fans and Super Sentai fans like myself, it can be difficult sometimes getting some of the collectibles from Japan. Is Bandai America, with the announcement that Kamen Rider is coming to the U.S., maybe some plans for?
I would say if you follow our Team Rider US account, you probably might see a couple news here and there about, I don't know, maybe a couple products or so launching. But follow that account. Okay. We'll always give you all the details on whatever's new and upcoming. Awesome. Same with like Bandai Collect. We want to let everyone know and celebrate what they like.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. That's got to be a lot of Kamen Rider fans that make them happy for sure.
I'm a big Kamen Rider fan. I'm gonna now ask you two on there. Do you guys watch Kamen Rider or not?
I'm more Super Sentai. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm familiar with Kamen Rider.
Okay.
I will say I was pleasantly surprised at how alive the property is when I went to Japan earlier this year. I mean, it dominates like toy stores. It
we gotta
really
talk
does.
now off this camera. We're gonna get really deep into this fandom stuff because I can do a whole hour for it.
All right, taking a look at some of these exclusives here right off the bat.
Ta-da!
We got our Vegeta Saiyan in ape mode. What do we call him? Ape evolution.
Great Ape Vegeta.
Great Ape Vegeta. Awesome.
Yeah.
What? I mean, this thing's massive, dude. What can you tell us about it?
So, with like our SH Figure Arts line, we're going to have a ton of articulation. So you can see already from like the arms, the hands, the biceps. That alone, the upper part, fantastic with all the articulation. Then when we start looking at the lower parts, you've got just a couple more swivels here, so then your legs can swivel more, and then you have your bends on your knee, and then even on the leg you've got two separate between the toe as well. And my favorite is like the tail moves as well, and so is the head. And obviously when it comes to my toys, I want them safe. I live here in California, so I am prone to what's called earthquakes. And what protects my stuff from an earthquake? A stand. So I'm happy that he does come with a stand, so even if he's in a display shelf, I know that he's gripped on for a little bit, and if he just hits the front of my glass, it's not the worst case. But
awesome. And does the jaw have articulation? Is it?
Yeah.
That is insane, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
You have some of the figures that are bigger figures. You may have a knee joint. You don't have toe, ankle, knee. Looks like, is that a butterfly joint on the thigh?
Yeah.
That is insane, man.
The one that got me is the piece of armor itself actually has an articulation on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because you kind of need, sometimes you do need your arms a little bit up, so it's nice to have that. Even like right here on the chest, I like how methodical Tamashj is when they think about where the joint is. So right on there, and as a regular person, I have that crunch right there as well, but I know I have that lower crunch as well. So shout outs to them for even thinking that through.
It's got a forearm swivel too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so high possibilities of all kinds of poses, of course, and with such a massive figure, fans are gonna try all kinds of things, with this thing.
Of course. Yeah.
Then we got King Piccolo right here.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a figure of King Piccolo, have we?
We have had King Piccolo, but the throne itself is the newest addition, and that's where a lot of people are really kind of wanting this figure, is this throne itself. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a throne, right? So things can sit. So it's kind of nice to have, right?
Yeah.
I love the throne itself. If I could, I'd be like, I'm cool. I'll buy 5 thrones. Yeah, but as well, right? The coloring is great. It's very close towards the anime, more saturated. And then so as well with the articulation, we've got the arms, the legs, the toe joints as well. And one of my favorite is there is tons of hand accessories and facial expressions as well. So if you're just trying to find just that right pose, whether it's the face with the hand, a lot of our Tamashj Nations, SH Figure Arts can kind of cover that whole wheel.
Stop motion films with this.
Oh my gosh, I'm starting to see a lot of that with a lot of our stuff from creative artists, and it is crazy. I'm like, there are just time dedicated to this, and applause for those people.
Yeah, but also I think it speaks volumes, to the quality of the product, right? Because again, it just allows you that full range of motion. Like you said, right? All of those accessories, and us collectors, we love accessories. So
I'm a huge accessory person.
Exactly. So if you have, face swap, you've had hand swaps, if you have, different kinds of attachments, right? It just gives you a wide range of, like you said, of possibilities to cover any scene pretty much, right? That you can think of. Can I ask though?
Yeah.
how did you guys land on these 3 for the exclusive? Is that something that fans have been clamoring about, or?
I would say the team at Tamashj works very diligently about, meeting up and thinking about what's the next best thing. What can they offer to the table? And I think from my experience, I think it's the experience for collectors. We've got collectors who are new. Remember, people are just joining in on a lot of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it may be difficult to find the piece that you want, right? And I know for myself, when I first jumped into collecting, there was like a figure that I really wanted, but it's been out for like 5 years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I going to get it? And I know like an exclusive version came out, and I'm like, fantastic, right? Like, fantastic. That is the way I'm going to get it. It may not be the way I wanted to look, but it is the figure I want, so I will take it as that. And I think that's kind of where we stand in a lot of like some of our figures that come out too, is the fans are always commentating, and like I said, fans are kind of the ones who dictate. You get shouted out to the world. One of these days, fingers crossed, when it comes out, you guys get to like shout in victory, like it came out finally. Biggest that we can probably take a look on the show floors, Toji from JJK.
Yes.
Right. So many people had said, Toji, where's Toji? And I'm like, all right, he's right here. He's right here, guys. So so
that's the Gohan, right, from Superhero.
So he's got a really nice pearlescent hair.
Yes, he does.
I'm really digging the look for it.
Yes.
And then the effect is, while we've had a similar effect before, this is the first time we're having this really nice, like, purplish clear hue. The little electric energy's coming through. Purple as well. Looks really good. Honestly, I think this was like one of the fan favorites for this year.
I believe so.
I mean, Gohan and stuff. There's a lot of debates. When people pair Gohan up, you're like, they're going to pick Gohan, aren't they? They're going to pick Gohan.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, he's a great looking figure. And honestly, again, with the accessories, like that hand, like there are times where some of my other figures that I know do that, and like they never had that accessory. So it's great to see like Tamashj just have that accessory added on, because they know like, oh, that's a pose he has.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. And again, the representation, right? So we basically got all the main eras, right, of like overarching Dragon Ball, from the old school, of course, to more of the stuff that we grew up with, to of course some of the brand new, right?
Yes,
so that's very smart. Okay, so I think we'll probably head out to take a look at the booth, and so stay tuned for that.
Starting here with the Gundam stuff, what can you tell us about our new stuff right here?
All right, so this is the Gundam universe. These are those action figures for Gundam. If you're not really great at building kits, you've got the action figures ready to pose. So the newest thing right here, we have these 3 new Gundam universe have this new articulation inside. So the packaging has been revamped, but the figures also have been with amazing articulation. As you can see right here, these are some poses that were not really possible with the previous rendition, but it's great to see that, the new line is looking amazing, especially in terms of, like, I want to pose I love posing all my figures. I'm a big poser, I guess. That's an achievement I'm willing to say is okay to say.
That's awesome.
And so we also have a previous line with our Gundam universe. It has extended for quite some time, for a couple of years now. So we do have a long list of figures to choose from. So I'm looking forward to that.
So I know that you've, of course, been trying to hit obviously the classic stuff, right, with Gundam, some of the most US popular ones, right, like Gundam Wing, and then you got the newest like G-Cux. How do you guys balance how many releases for each sort of period you guys have to do?
So I think like most releases, there's about like 3 or so per, and I think it's a good relative choice about like something new, something old, a little balanced within that. I think that's how they're working with it. I'm not sure, like, that's not the 100% answer, but it is kind of nice to see, because I'm like, oh, a newer one, an older one, somewhere in the middle. It's nice. I like that. And I know that the line will grow, so I'm not too worried about, like, maybe my not so favorite will never make it, right? I'm like, oh, please, like, I just want, like, some more G Gundam stuff, right?
And we got this next one over here.
Yeah, so next over is the G-Cux line. So, with the metal robots, spirits, right? And then we also have the SH figure arts of like the cast, and even figure arts mini of the cast as well. Honestly, they all look great. Like that ball and chain looks so nice. Machu looks like stunning. Same with Yan. Funny enough is each one of them comes with like their own accessory that kind of helps the other. So Machu comes with the white ball Haro. Yan comes with Conch, which goes to Shuji, and then Shuji SH, which was announced recently, comes with the white ball Haro with the beanie. So it's like oh, I need to get all 3. Luckily, all 3 characters are great, so I'm excited for that.
One thing, we got the new season of My Hero Academia coming up soon.
Yes, and if you've never played with these SH figurettes from My Hero, you must. It is honestly one of my favorite lines with all the articulation they've got going on. I mean, look at these poses. Like, look at Todoroki. Like, holy crap. It's so amazing. Upcoming also is Ochako, and I'm really excited to know that, like, hey, we're growing the line more. Superheroes are, you know, they're growing into this line. It's amazing.
And we got this is a very dedicated fan base here.
This one, where's Toji? Where's Toji? And you know what? He's right here, San Diego Comic-Con, first premiere for his figure. Honestly, it's a long time coming, but he is welcomed here in San Diego. I mean, look at him.
That is amazing.
You know, I can't wait for his release. We're also pairing it with Tamashj effects with the Rock beige version. So with all the effect parts, sold separately, you can do really cool dioramas like this. Right? So this is like 4 Rock versions or so, I think, and then just sprinkle them there and here.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then we'll move over here.
Yes. New and other announcement just recently happened. We are bringing back SH Figuarts, the Super Mario line. So for those who had missed out back then, and again, I had just said, you know, we have new collectors out there, and there are some pieces that people want. And I honestly, Super Mario line is super popular, classic video game character. We like grew up on this guy. This guy was jumping on these Goombas and everything, breaking blocks with coins, beating Bowser, and it's great to see him back in the Figuarts line. And I love is that they come with these really cool base. As you can see, they have their logos, Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and even Bowser on their special stage.
That's awesome. And posability on Super Mario figures is awesome as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, yeah, jump in the block. You know how many block brick sets I'm going to have to buy? This whole world, the world's whole made of it all, so there's a lot.
Okay, now we got...
All right. I know.
Some of the big guns over here.
We're getting a lot more hype as we're getting closer, and I'm loving this. So, Gamerverse. Honestly, Cyclops looks so good. Oh, yeah. And what I love is this whole display is designed kind of like when you're playing to practice. You're like, I got to learn my combos and everything like that. And what I didn't even think about until this display is pairing it with the SH Figuarts Body-kun.
Yeah.
You can pair it with the Body-chan as well, which is sold separately, but it looks good. Like, together, paired, is very much it looks just like the games I'm playing.
Awesome. And it has different facials, as we can see.
Yeah, he also has one with like a giant optic blast.
Yeah.
That one's looking great. So it's great to see him here at San Diego, home to comic book fans. So why not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a little familiar with this one, but this looks amazing as well.
Yeah, we announced the JoJo line, and people lost their minds. Honestly, seeing them in person for me for the first time here at San Diego, I'm losing my mind over because not only do they look amazing, they come with a great stand that's related to their series.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
And honestly, with the mixed media with like the cloth, the plastic, Joseph looks amazing. Like, battle tendency, great. Jonathan Joestar, can't see. And then Jotaro, that's a 14-year-old, or I forgot what he says in the series, right? He's like, I'm just like a 15-year-old kid. And you're like, what? Holy smokes. No, they look great. I am very excited for this line.
Now this one, I think I'm going to need.
Yeah. So honestly, the diorama sells this for me. Right? The cloth on the cape, I love cloth capes because especially with a little bit of the wire, you get the swooshes the way you want it. So for this Superman figure, it's amazing. I'm ready for it. I love the background on this display too. Again, the dioramas really sell me on this, and I'm like, can I have this diorama?
That's an excellent.
The answer is always no, but it doesn't hurt to try.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Man.
This one's crazy. I didn't even think this was going to come back. So we have Harry Potter back 2025. This time around, we've got Harry Potter, right, and the Goblet of Fire version. He's pairing off with Lord Voldemort. I must not say his name, but we're in San Diego. That's fine with me. I'm not scared of him. They look great, honestly. Like, all of these, just a little bit of an effect, and voila, we've got that. Yeah.
And then Voldemort has the cloth robe as well. Yeah. That's a very unique Harry Potter hairstyle there too. That's
really
good.
There's a whooshing noises happening.
Poor Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, me crazy is if there was like a Cedric Diggory. Like, I'm a Hufflepuff myself, so it's like, where's my representation?
someday you can pair it with the Batman.
I'm gonna shout it out to the universe, and I'll make it happen one of these days. Like, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
And thank you so much for talking to us about the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives here for Tamashj Nations from Bandai, of course. And yeah, so more to come.
Awesome.